What's up, y'all? Whoa. Yo, the color looks all the way weird right now. Like, the color looks really trash. So I'm just doing a little live from my computer. And I wanted to get on the topic of Jake Paul. So y'all know I'm a big boxing fan. And, Jake Paul happens to be a hot topic as it pertains to this shit. So I thought I'd give you guys my thoughts. All right. Because I see a lot of hate for Jake Paul. And I'm not necessarily sure where all the hate comes from. As a boxing fan, I understand that, this guy came in, he's getting a lot of attention. He's making a lot of money from doing this shit. And I know that it offends a lot of like true athletes, So I kind of get that standpoint. And I don't think like that though. At first when Jake Paul came out with the boxing stuff, I was a bit annoyed and I was hating a little bit. But I got to a point where I can never hate on anybody for too long. But I respect his hustle. How good is Jake Paul? That seems to be a real question these days. Some people might think this guy is a real deal. Some people think he's a phony. All right. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Come on in, man. This is the live, man. I'm going to start doing this. All right. Let me know if the color is fucked up for you. I got a pretty shitty laptop. The color looks a little weird. But hit that like button when you come in, man. Hit that like button. Come on now. Did you go under for your surgery? Man, we talking about boxing today, bro. What you mean? Could y'all hear me properly? How's the audio? Again, I don't have a mic set up. I'm just speaking off my laptop. It's a pretty shitty laptop. But for my surgery, I did use an anesthesia, so I did go under. Oh, you can hear me good? All right, my man. So anyways, back to this Jake Paul shit. So my opinion on it, I think he can box. I think Jake Paul has boxing ability. However, don't mistake what I'm saying as he is a good boxer. I'm not saying he's a good boxer. Now, if we compare, because technically the guy was an influencer. He was a YouTuber, right? If you compare, so that's like a regular person, a regular guy, right? If you compare your average person to him, he's better than your average person. And that's what I mean by the guy has boxing ability. When he fights these guys, Ben Askren he was an MMA fighter, and he was pretty good up until the point that he got into the UFC. I think he kind of had bad luck of the draw, but maybe he was exposed. Maybe that was the case. But the fact of the matter is he was in there with killers his whole career. One championship and Bellator, them guys ain't no pushovers. They're real beasts. I do think the UFC is the biggest corporation. So they're marketed as the best. I do think, generally speaking, they do have the best athletes. But, I can't act like the other federations don't got good guys. Oh, let's see the questions. Yo, that's funny about my delts. Okay, the audio's good. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Video looks good? Okay, cool. Hey, Rosalind Nelson. So, my bad. Let me shout out my people then. G4M3 Hacker. Philip Kraus, Bergman Hochstein, Jeff, Nathan Tracy. What's up, y'all? So anyways, man, you come on in here, you better hit that like button. So would I ever box somebody on YouTube? Yeah, man, I love boxing. I would love to go through a full training camp or something like that and just sharpen the tools. But the way that it works, man, with bodybuilding, I can't move like that. I can't move as a bodybuilder and move as a boxer at the same time. So let's say I retire at a young age, then it would be something that I consider. Hey, when you guys come on in, hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. If that was fit and lit that asked that question. Tamur was good. I hope I said your name properly. So back to Jake Paul. He has boxing ability. And if you compare him to any prospect in boxing when they start their career, and this is how boxing differs from UFC, usually even guys like maybe Gervonta Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, when their first couple fights in boxing, the fighters that they're fighting are not good. Their matchups for them, they're pretty much mismatches for the first couple fights. Boxers typically fight mismatches for their first 20 fights. I know it's kind of crazy. Some of them like maybe 8, some of them 15, but like it's very normal in boxing. So we see Jake Paul fighting all these mismatches because Nate Robinson, that was a mismatch. He didn't look like he ever boxed in his life. Ben Askren was a mismatch. He wasn't a striker. Although he was an MMA fighter, there was a good argument in his sake. But I don't know, man. Like that boy got laid out. Okay, we got some more people coming. We got 25. Okay, it's my first live. Welcome in, man. Come on in. All right, just don't forget to hit that like button on your way in, man. So if someone is biggest Quinn boxes, what's the weight category? I think in boxing, over 200 is heavyweight. Not I think, that is how it goes. So it's just anything over 200 is heavyweight. But you got to understand, like, I'm only 6'1". So like 6'1.5". As a boxer, that's short. Like I would have to drop weight to like the 160s, 168s to be fighting and not be at such a disadvantage. You know, I feel like the heavyweights of today, like Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, Joe Joyce, these guys are over 6'5", well over 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", 6'9". So it's pretty crazy, man. Alan Perez Garcia says, "Fight me, Beastwood." Yeah, man, come on over. We gonna fight. Babatunde, Wrecking Kai. Okay, thought you said Kai like Kai Green. KSI will beat Jake Paul. No, Jake Paul will whoop him. Logan had KSI hurt, and I don't think Logan is as good as Jake. I think Jake is actually, I think Jake is more legit than his brother, but his brother is a bit bigger. But he should have knocked KSI out. I don't know, like it was weird. I remember that fight. Like there was a point where they stopped it, and I don't really get why that happened. But he knocked him out, and it was pretty clean. But I think they said it was behind the head. But even in real boxing, like the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight, the shot that put Wilder on his ass was technically behind the ear, and that was fine, right? Like they never stop it in boxing. So Ben Askren ain't no boxer, man. No, he ain't. KSI will beat Jake. No, he won't. That was LS2 Splashy, Fit and Lit. What's up, people? Hey, man, come on in. Hit that like button when you get here, all right? You watching the 3 title fights tonight? Rosalind, I certainly am. You best believe that. Am I from Cameroon? No, I'm Nigerian. Your team, that was content plug right there. I'm Team Usman. Yeah, Nigeria. I'm Team Usman too, man. Hey, Alfred. Hey, Alfred Ballouz. Hey, what's happening, bro? I love that guy, man. My buddy from high school. Jeff, I think Logan could have beaten KSI. Bro, that fight was weird. There was a lot of weird parts of that fight. They could have had it a draw. I don't know. Weird fight. Hard, and he hit him while he was down behind the head. True. Yeah, I don't know, but the sequence in which it happened, from what I remember, it didn't seem like it didn't seem super foul. It seemed like kind of like spur of the moment. They called the Ben Askren fight too early, says Nathan Tracy. You're absolutely right. That was way too early. LS2 Splashy, am I Yoruba? Yeah, I belong to the Yoruba tribe, essentially, but my mom is Jamaican, so I don't speak that language. I grew up in Canada, so I speak a whole lot of English. Hey, what's up, guys? Come on in, hit that like button, all right? How do you feel about Izzy losing to Jan? John, that man keeps getting better and better. Like we got to put some respect on his name. I think most people, I feel like, had Izzy winning. But Jan, he fought a very defensive fight, and he showed Izzy that power, that Polish power. So Izzy couldn't really take risks. There was a lot to lose, right? It was a respectable loss, though. Like it wasn't like he got his ass like knocked out or whatever. But I think it definitely gives the other middleweights confidence because they see, okay, if I can get him on the ground, and I put weight on him, it might be over, So, what video games do I play? Right now, I'm only playing 2K. So 2K21. Cuzzo, big up yourself. JAO, what's popping, bro? Yeah, Nigeria, man. Do you need some water? Do you need some water? Yeah, man, I need some water, bro. Izzy came in at 185 though, way too. But the thing is, like, it. I get what you mean, but he looks like an ectomorph. He looks like a small frame guy. I don't think that he would have been able to put on a solid 15, 20 pounds of muscle. I don't think it would have been possible. It would have probably been fat. He probably would have been significantly slower and probably got his ass kicked even worse. Got a mountain for traps. Thank you, NBA Neural. How much you bench? Bro, I ain't no powerlifter, man. I ain't watching that stuff. I don't know how much I bench. I don't go for no 1 rep maxes. Can I get unblocked from IG? I was joking, but sorry, Genesis 27M. Genesis, what did you say to me to get yourself blocked? The fuck you look like Quentin or hey Quentin. You know, let me be right back. I need to get some orange juice, man. Ooh. BRB. Never mind. It's gonna be Gatorade instead. Ooh. Oh. All right. Back to it. Yeah, man, I guess I ate myself. Pause. Ben Darrow says LaMelo Ball. He's nice, man. I thought he should have I think he should get Rookie of the Year still, but we'll see. I look amazing. Oh, great. Thanks. Do I consider Jake Paul a proper fighter? The thing is, if you look at any boxing prospect, their first couple fights, they're fighting bums, fam. They're fighting like taxi drivers, like fucking bin mans. Like, they're not fighting real opposition. And they're doing it for a reason, because if they lose any of their first couple fights, the way that boxing works, a loss is so much more detrimental in boxing than it is in UFC. In UFC, you could have like 7 Look, Masvidal, he has like 13 losses. Look at his career now. He had like 2 to 3 flash knockouts or 2 to 3 impressive performances, and he's on top of the moon. You know what I'm saying? So in boxing, it doesn't quite work like that. Like, once you have like losses, especially early in the career, it's hard for people to see you as a legitimate boxer. So it's like, I understand why they got to build it up like that, but at the same time, like, it's kind of annoying for fans, right? Because you don't always get the good fights. For example, you want to see Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis, but that fight won't happen because they're both young, and the people in their corner want them taking, well, for Ryan Garcia, they want Ryan Garcia taking easier fights. Tank is about that smoke, but we ain't gonna see it. Hey guys, come on in, hit that like button when you get here. All right, hit that like button, man. It helps me out. Genesis. You know what? Let me look for you. All right, Genesis. He said I blocked him on Instagram. Let me find. I'm gonna unblock you just because you asked. Let's see where you at. So let me start talking about Jake Paul again. All right. I'm gonna look for you, Genesis. So I don't think that he's a legitimate fighter, but I think that we will know just how good he is when he fights better opposition. I am hearing a bit of this and that about him fighting Woodley. I think Jake Paul beats Woodley, and I'm going to tell you why. If you look at Woodley's last couple fights, I don't know. I don't know if he's on a bit of a downward spiral, but I mean, he lost 16 rounds straight. That's MMA though, but he fights MMA, and he's getting dominated in MMA. How do you think he's going to come to a new sport? And I know it looks like he has a lot of power, and he's been a fighter for a long time, but he's not a fucking boxer. Jake Paul has been training boxing for 3 straight years, and he has shown serious knockout power. Tyron Woodley fights at 170. He's fucking swole at his size, but he's also 5'8" or 5'9". Jake Paul is 6'1". He's my height, and he fights at 190. So with Ben Askren, like, he was a 170 pounder his whole career. So he goes up to 190, and it's all fat. Woodley's not going to put on 20 pounds of muscle. If he does, it's going to slow him down. Woodley also, if you see the Vicente Luque fight, he's throwing wide punches, just swinging wild. Like, bro, What about a 1-2? Like what's going on? Like why can't you throw some straight punches? So because of that, I don't think he has the IQ or the physicality to beat Jake. I do think that Jake will beat him. And I think it's just, I don't want that fight to happen, because if Jake would have beat Tyron Woodley, man, his stock would go way up, man, way up. And I don't want to see that. I hate him, but, you know. All right, let me scroll back up. I missed a couple questions. Hey, 36 people. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Get on in here, man. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Come on now. 2025, my Olympia champ. Any tips to get my left arm as big as my right one while getting my right arm bigger, even both out? What I would do is I would balance out, like, let's say if you're going to do isolated curls, I would start with the weaker one, always. That's what I always do. And maybe do an extra rep with the weaker one. Canelo versus Billy, who wins? Woo, Ben Russell. Yo, that fight is May 8th, man. That's Cinco de Mayo weekend, bro. My birthday's May 5th, man. I'm a Cinco de Mayo baby, man. So I'm pumped for that one. I'm super pumped for that one. I got Canelo. But the thing is, Billy Joe Saunders, he fights to his competition. So we don't know how good he really is. But, man, I think that fight's about to be fireworks. I think it's going to be really good. He's a southpaw. He's slick. But I don't know, man. Canelo he's looked like an absolute beast at super middleweight. Like the way he took out Callum Smith, that was kind of crazy, man. Like, that was scary. I thought Callum Smith was the most legit guy at 168 at that time. And Canelo made easy work. Like, how do you have a 7 or 8 inch height advantage and an 8 inch reach advantage, and you get pieced up like that? Canelo even landed more jabs. Like, come on, man. Okay, Temer, isn't Jake Paul worse than his brother? No. Jake Paul is nice. Listen, Logan Paul is okay. He's whatever. Jake Paul is good, man. Trust me. Again, I'm not saying he's a legit boxer. I'm not saying he's going to beat decent pro boxers. I'm just saying, like, as a regular person, compared to regular people, he's something else. Tamid Rahman, Quint's house shakes with every step he takes. It's funny. Skyler, Tyron is a wrestler. Yeah, you're right. Woodley lost his edge and his chin is weak. JAO. I don't know what that JAO stands for, but what's up, dog? And yeah, honestly, like, he gets caught, man. He gets caught. But yeah, I think he just swings too wild, man. I think he swings too wild, and it ain't really gonna help him. KSI or Jake Paul. I don't know why people have a fucking. Why are people having KSI? I don't see it, man. KSI doesn't. When I saw him fight Logan Paul, it looked like sloppy. Like, both of them look like guys that can't fight when I saw it. Jake looks like he could fight. I'm not saying Logan cannot fight, but that fight was pretty sloppy. I didn't watch the first one, but the second one was like, it was weird. All right, blocked accounts. Genesis, I'm looking for you. I got a lot of people blocked. Okay. Oh, Genesis, you were just randomly talking shit to me that day, huh? I got your account right here. Was that you? You're just talking shit to me one day, like insulting me. Is that you? What's up, guys? What's up, Big Pimp? What's popping, Bilo? Bilo one. What's up, guys? Ben Russell. Hey, what's up, man? Of course I know Lonzo Ball, man. Yeah, I fuck with basketball. Who you got tonight, Masvidal or Usman? I got Usman all day, man. Okay. In an interview, Poirier said that Masvidal trained that whole time. So he said pretty much before the first fight, Masvidal was ready. So it implied that he kind of did a training camp. So I think he was ready. He looked like he was in shape. That's just my opinion. Yeah, he had to do a weight cut before, but I guess we're going to see tonight. We're going to see the difference tonight. But I don't know. I think Masvidal, like, he's trying too hard to look like a gangster these days. I like him. Like, I've been a fan since, like, the street fight days, but, like, I think that Colby should have got this fight. They tried to make the Colby Masvidal fight. The guy fucking ducked Colby, fam. Like, yo, go. Bro, if you haven't seen the videos, go YouTube or Google Masvidal and Colby wrestling, and you'll see Colby own this guy over and over and over and over. Like, Colby used to destroy this guy in wrestling, so I don't think Masvidal wants any parts of that fight. You think you could have gotten to fighting if you didn't pursue bodybuilding? I actually was going to pursue boxing. I was boxing a bit during my prep for nationals when I turned pro. I wasn't expecting to turn pro. I was just, bodybuilding. I enjoy it. Hey, what's up, man? Come on in here, people. Come on in and hit that like button, all right? Hey, Jermaine, hey, what's popping? What's popping, cuz? It's good to hear from you, man. It's good to hear from you, my cousin. I didn't know you were sub to me. I really appreciate that. Didi Asif, thoughts on the New York Pro who takes the W? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard to make predictions. I know Nick is legit. I know I think Blessing is good, but we haven't seen him on the pro stage. But I like Blessing. I favor him. I like his look. I actually competed with him when I was natural. And then there's Hassan Mustafa. Hassan Mustafa, if he's on point, he's going to be very hard to beat, right? You got two mass monsters in that lineup. But I haven't really been paying attention to bodybuilding. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, I am a pro bodybuilder, but my passion is boxing. Like, I pay way more attention to what's happening in the world of boxing than bodybuilding. So, when I compete, I'm going to start focusing more. But, yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? Come on in. Hit that like button, man. Yeah, that's me. Sorry again, it won't happen. You know what, Genesis? I'm going to unblock you, all right? Genesis, I know you're watching. Hold on. Unblock. Hold on. There we go. It says follow. There we go. You are unblocked. Ask and you shall receive. Message retracted. Shoot, I think I missed a couple messages. Who you got? No, I already read that. Yo, fam, you can't tell me I look good all the time. You think you could have gotten to? Oh, I already answered that. KSI seems a lot more powerful than Jake. You know what? Maybe I gotta watch KSI videos again. I don't remember him looking like he was powerful at all, and he's also small, bro. Like, anyways, but can you do a leg workout with Antoine Vaillant? Bro, I do a leg workout with Antoine every fucking Saturday. I just came from there. That's why I need my fucking Gatorade, bro. Got pushed, man. Almost died. But this one was actually recorded, so whenever it's ready, it'll be on the HC Muscle YouTube channel. KSI has that pure focus and determination. It's crazy. He's a totally different breed when he's at training camp. Okay, true. Yeah, Matt. What did I say? Blow one. Masvidal's kind of cringe, to be honest. Yeah, man, he's been really cringe lately. Like, he's been getting on nerves. NBA Neuro, I hope Usman doesn't step on his toes again. I mean, I get it, man. But listen, I'm not a casual sports fan. I'm like a serious sports fan. I'm really about that life. So I don't give a fuck about no toe stamps. Toe stomps. I don't give a fuck about no toe stomps. Like, listen, if you win the fight, you win the fight, right? If you hold the guy against a cage for 5 minutes, it might not be fun to watch, but the guy needs to learn to get the fuck off the cage. You know, like, you can't be one-dimensional in MMA. You have to know you can't just strike. You have to know everything. Jorge knows Colby would eat him. They've been training partners. If he thought he would win, he would have taken the fight for sure. Yeah, no, facts, bro, facts. Jay gives me weak bitch vibes. LOL is the guy's name. What are weak bitch vibes? What's up from Montreal? Cameron. That was Cameron. What's up, dog? Let me scroll back up. Yeah, I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling with it. Hey, what's up, man? When y'all come in here, hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, please. Usman finna win. Yes, sir. Thoughts on Blessing trash talk? Listen, I got love for Blessing. He's my countryman, fellow Nigerian. So it's all love. I'm not a shit talker. So it's not my style. You probably won't hear me talk shit about bodybuilders because, listen, man, like, I've been through some real shit, man. I've been through some serious shit. And I don't really, like, listen, at the end of the day, bodybuilding is like, we're up there, we're working really hard outside, like in the gym and at home. It's 24/7. Bodybuilding is very difficult. I'm not really a negative person. I respect what everybody goes through. But, like, really, when it comes down to it, we're on stage posing. beside each other. Like, I don't see why I need to talk shit to somebody about that. Like, if I'm gonna talk shit, like, it's serious. Like, I really got smoke with somebody, or I'm gonna talk shit. I ain't gonna talk shit, or I ain't got smoke with nobody about posing no fucking briefs on stage. But that's just how I get down. Excuse me. I feel like I could fuck up Jake. LOL. Bro, that's what a lot of people think. But the problem is that everybody's like, they see Jake want to fight, like, me, pick me, hey, me. And like, they get picked and they get knocked out. So the thing is, people are underestimating him. Yeah, no problem, Genesis. Ngannou versus Jones. I got Ngannou. I just don't see it, man. Like, Jones in his last 3 fights looked suspect. And I don't mean it in, that kind of way. I mean it in a way like, I do think Dominic Reyes won 3 of those 5 rounds. And I don't know, Jones just didn't display power. Is he going to go up to heavyweight and show more power? Like, his IQ is going to be there, but fuck, like, how do you not get caught by a bomb by Ngannou the whole fight? They're the same height. Jones only has 1 inch of reach over him. Like, that was his big thing in the 205 class. He had size and the reach over people, but he doesn't have that over Ngannou. So I don't know, man. It's going to be a very hard fight. He's going to have to kick his life away. But with the extra weight, I don't think he's going to be as quick. Ngannou is a natural heavyweight. Jones isn't. Like, you see how skinny that nigga's calves are, bro? Anyways, with that being said, I think Jones is the greatest and most proven UFC fighter at this point in time. All the fucking drug shit, that puts a question mark behind shit, but it is what it is, man. We ain't even gonna go there. Those leg workouts ain't no joke. Yo, this guy's name is Sexy Eyes 2000. That's funny. Yo, like, what do you got to do to have sexy eyes? Like, could you have sexy eyes with brown eyes? Anime, yay or nay, by LOL. Yeah, dog. I watch anime. Do you edit your own videos, or do you have an editor? I edit my own. We have an editor for the HC Muscle videos, though. What am I watching right now? I'm watching Kengan Ashura again, just because I like violence, man. I like, I'm all about. This is a boxing video, boxing MMA. I'm all over that shit. So, any sort of action, fighting, anime, I'm with it. What's your split right now? Back, chest the next day. After that, arms, then shoulders, and then legs. They're starting to like Covington a little more, which is weird. Alfred, I keep losing it. Alfred, that's funny that you say that you're starting to like Covington. I have started to love him. And I know before I hated him, he was so cringe, but he's getting better. Like, I don't know, it's weird. He's funny, and also because I guess we know that it's a charade. He isn't actually an asshole. He just did that, and doing that put him in a position to get the title fight and to be on that big platform. So I don't even blame him. I ain't mad at him. He's just playing the heel. But fuck, man. Him versus Usman, number 2 would be a good fight. Jeff, do you think any pro fighter can beat you in a fight? I don't know why I think that at a certain point, size beats skill. Size does not beat skill. I mean, okay, if I'm wrestling Demetrius Johnson, who's like 125 pounds, and like, he's gonna fucking fly around me. That motherfucker's fast as shit. But if I somehow just fall on him, like, and I stay on top of him, then I guess size will come into play. But aside from that, like me against a 170 pounder, I'm going to lose. At my weight and at my size right now, I don't have cardiovascular endurance, so like, I don't have the endurance that a fighter would have. So you take me past like a minute of me like throwing hard bombs, that's it. Unfortunately, that's how it is. I wish it wasn't like that. If I was 100 pounds lighter, different story. But I wouldn't be able to beat a pro fighter right now. How many calories do you usually eat in the off season? I don't count calories, man. He just acts like a tough guy, but I feel like in a real fight, he'd be the kind of guy to put his knee and hands covering his face. That's funny. I mean, I hear you, but I don't think Jake Paul is a pussy. I think it takes balls to step into the cage of the ring. Like, I respect people that fight. Simply Deep. Sup, Quimby Soda in the chat. Hey, Simply Deep, what's up, man? I'm chilling. My day is pretty good. It's a little tired, man. I'm going hypo. Man, talking is making me tired. I swear everyone in combat sports is on coke. I remember hearing that Mike Tyson was on coke before he fought. I heard he was. I don't think they are anymore. Thoughts on Joshua versus Fury? Fury is definitely the favorite, but I think that I want Joshua to win. I like Joshua. I haven't watched Hajime no Ippo. I watched like 2 or 3 episodes, but I don't know. It just was a bit slow at first. Who's a GOAT in boxing? I'm not going to speak about the previous eras, like from decades ago, because I wasn't really around for that. But in my lifetime, I'd say Floyd. And not just because of what he did inside the ring, but what he did outside of the ring. He changed the game for boxers. Like, look how much you can make boxing. Like, the reason why Jake Paul is able to make so much money, like the reason why there's these big money fights is because of Floyd Mayweather. And, maybe not Jake Paul because he's technically a celebrity, but when you look at guys like, I'm trying to think. Okay, the way the boxing landscape is right now, like Floyd changed the entire boxing culture. Before, it was like the best fight the best. And now they're not. It's all about the promotion you're with, how much money you're going to get. And it's annoying. It's not good in a sense, but individually, if you're a prize fighter, it's good because every fight that you go into as a prize fighter, you get the absolute most and you're able to bargain. Like they know that they are their business. So Floyd kind of brought that to light, and that is good for, individual boxers. Oh, you can't get into Ippo yourself, eh? Yeah, that's funny, Lin Lee. Yeah, I know. I want him to win, but I just can't see it yet. Yeah, Kengan is easier to watch because it's super intense and bloody and just gory. Any reason I prefer bro split over hitting the same body part twice a week? Man, when you I work with a trainer, and when you're training really hard, like really, really, and it's just 1 hour, 45-minute sessions or 60 minutes sometimes. But when it's really effective, you don't need to hit it twice a week. Like you just can't. Your content just about fitness. I don't want to bring up anything non-fitness related out of respect. You could talk to me about anything, man. That's cool. How's it going, Animal? Oh, what's up, dog? I'm good, bro. How you doing? Takes money. More like dude knows if he steps into a ring with a big name, he can make bank even if he loses. Yeah. Yeah. Simply Deep. What opinion do you want? Okay, guys. Back to the thing. How good is Jake Paul? I think Jake Paul is as good as I think if you put him in a fight against. I don't think if you were to fight as a pro, I wouldn't put him against guys in the cruiserweight, 190 or light heavyweight. I wouldn't put him against guys in those weight classes. I believe cruiserweight is anything from 175 to 200. I think he should cut down like 25 pounds or 28 pounds and fight in middleweight or super middle. And I think if he catches some guys that are at their third fight that are up and coming, he could potentially beat them because they're so new and young and raw in their skills. I think that he might have the chance. But again, all we've seen from him is a bit of patience and power. We haven't seen much. You don't know how good a boxer is until they're faced with adversity. So it's very hard to say. But again, every boxer in their first 3 fights, not every, because Lomachenko is an anomaly, but for the most part, they are not fighting opposition. It's all mismatches. What's your opinion on movies that show men in embarrassing situations that'll get you clowned, and how you would handle those situations if it happens to you in real life? Like, what do you mean in movies? What? What's your opinion on movies that show men in embarrassing situations that'll get you clowned, and how would you handle those situations? Yeah, listen, my thoughts on the world and how it's going and shit. They be loving to show men in dresses. They're trying to downplay what it is to be man. They're trying to kill manliness. You know what I'm saying? I think a degree of it is masculine talk. How do you say it? No, toxic masculinity is a thing. It really is a thing. And I understand why people will want to break that down, let guys know, hey, it's okay to show your emotions. It's okay to cry. It doesn't make you a bitch. And I get that. But having the guys in dresses, having guys, I don't know, man. I feel like they're really trying to kill masculinity. I do believe that there is toxic masculinity, but not all masculinity is toxic. It's okay to be macho. It's okay, unless you're like you're just super toxic. You're trying to fight everybody. Like, that's not okay. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't fuck with the whole. When I see like, male celebrities and they're wearing dresses in Hollywood and shit, I do not co-sign. I do not fuck with that shit, man. How would I handle an embarrassing moment? I mean, if it happens and I'm already embarrassed, I'll just ignore it and try and move on. If like the world knows about it, I'll try and like, keep myself busy and keep posting, do what I normally do to kind of like drown that shit out. Have you heard of Ryan Rozicki? He's a cruiserweight from Nova Scotia. You should check out his fights. I'm gonna check him out. Do I believe in the alpha and beta male ideology? I mean, I don't really think about that stuff, but I think about it like this. If you're a man and your girl cheats on you, your girl goes sucks another guy's dick, and you stay with her, you're a bitch. I'm sorry, you're a fucking bitch. That's just how I see it. But like, it comes down to like self-respect. If you're a man and you don't have no dignity or self-respect, then I guess you could consider yourself a beta male. If you're an alpha male, like, you know what you stand for, you know what you deserve. And I think it goes the same for women, but we don't label it as such for a woman. We don't say that's an alpha woman, that's a beta woman, but it's the same thing. Like, if a girl just keeps, being a punching bag for a guy, like, it shows that it's a bit different for women because of, they're wired a bit different, but like, it shows that she might not have respect for herself. She might think that she deserves that. And I don't think anybody deserves that. Nobody deserves to be put down often. Nobody deserves to be verbally, physically, mentally abused. Nobody deserves that. And we should all know, okay, like, this is like, this isn't healthy. This isn't good for anybody. So I'm out. You know what I'm saying? If it gets hostile like that, like, I think everybody should get out. But yeah, man, like, as I said, like, you'll never see me trip over a girl, like, never. I never have, never will. It just ain't my style. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never had girl issues, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been played before when I was 17. I was that time I was hurt because I was young and I was stupid. I didn't see it coming. But like, after that, it gave me the eyes, the metaphoric eyes to see, like, if somebody playing around, so I never really got played after that. Yeah. LOL, LOL guy. Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. It's not about being big and strong and macho. It's just about having self-respect. And, I think that everybody should have self-respect. And I think that maybe it comes from your upbringing, how you're raised at home. But I think that it's imperative that we all know what we're worth. Hey, my cousin, thank you. When do you want to be on the Olympia stage by? I don't know, man. I don't know. Here's an example scenario. Somebody walks in on you with a lucky lady at the wrong time and at some secluded area outside your house. That's not that embarrassing, man. I mean, I don't know. The world sees that I fuck. I don't know. Well, I guess I'm in a relationship. So if that were to happen, that wouldn't be good, obviously. So I wouldn't do that anyways. But if that were, just for argument's sake, if that were to happen, that would be why I'm embarrassed, because I would make the person I'm with look bad. And obviously it would make me look, I don't care about me looking bad, but it's more about the person being hurt and finding out that way. But I don't know. I would obviously, I don't know. That would be a very difficult situation to deal with. The worst time that would happen is during finishing while in a state of undress. That's funny. Did you fall into bodybuilding, or was it something you wanted to do from a young age? I kind of fell into it. Like, after high school, I just started lifting, and I was an athlete all my life. And then at the age of 18, you got to start paying like for the community centers to go train, or not to go train, just to play basketball. And I wasn't working a job, so I couldn't do that. I couldn't afford it. So my older brother, Damon, he had a gym membership at a gym called Good Life. So we kind of looked the same at that time. And especially like the area we lived in wasn't a lot of black people. And you know how a lot of people are all black people look the same, but we actually did look alike. So I would use his key tag. He'd go at one time and I'd go in later. And people would not notice. They'd be like, "Hey, you're back again." I'm like, "Yeah, I just felt like I needed to do it again," And that's how my fitness journey started. So honestly, if it wasn't for my older brother Damon, I would have never started this shit. So you guys could thank him if you're a fan of me. I don't think he's on Instagram anymore, but if he is, I'll post him sometime. How many pounds of muscle did you put on your first natural year? Fuck. I was young, man, so I don't remember. Anyways, thanks for answering my question. Hope I didn't go too far with my example. Also depends on where that situation happens at as well. Yeah. It's totally fine, man. Hey, guys, come on in. Hit the like button when you get in here, all right? Hit the like button when you get here, all right? Help your boy out. I ain't going to be on here for too much longer, so you got any more questions for your boy, go ahead and ask, all right? Go ahead and ask. Yeah, I mean, your self-worth and know on yourself at a young age and make people not think that they're as great as they are. Okay, I get what you mean. KSI got hurt. Jake's the better boxer, but you can't see KSI losing. I don't know. I'm British, so I got it back. Okay, I feel that. I respect that, bro. I respect that. Yeah, man, self-worth, self-respect, all that stuff is very important, man. The way I see it, like here I am preaching to y'all about love and about all that. But you can't really truly love somebody if you don't love yourself. Like you can't put your all into a relationship if you don't love yourself. Like you got to respect yourself, man. Like you got to have the best relationship with yourself before you could be in a good relationship, but a healthy relationship with somebody else. You can't seek validation. You can't seek the approval from somebody else. You got to get it from yourself, man. And they just add to it. And the synergy of both, of being with a healthy partner and you being a healthy person that loves yourself. And that's what makes things great. Do you have any plans to move out of Canada? Loosely. I think about it. Like our government's fucked right now. So is eating a lot get you in the off season? Could you elaborate when you said peak off season can be harder than prep? Yeah. So for me, like, man, I just be burping all the time. Like even I trained legs earlier and I'm like doing my set and I have to stop, rack the weight and get up and fucking burp because I'm just always like uncomfortable from eating so much. So it's just like also at my weight, over 306 pounds, walking around is a lot more exhausting versus on prep. Let's say if I'm at 270, it feels like a piece of cake. I breathe heavier when I'm at this weight. Everything's harder when you're heavier, so it's just, it's not a fun time. We need more videos. That's why I'm doing this, man. And maybe I'll do some more lives moving forward, man. This is my first time doing a live, and honestly, I'm happy with the way that it's playing out. So maybe I'll run another one soon. What do you think about Bud versus Pat getting canceled? Who you got in Bud versus Spence? That's an interesting one. The thing is, Spence has fought the best of the best at welterweight, and before he did, he was like annihilating people. Right now, Bud is annihilating people, but he's not fighting the best at welterweight. So it's hard to say, but just based on the resume at welterweight, I give it to Spence. Like Spence is my favorite fighter, but Bud is up there. Like I love both guys. Got lots of respect for both guys. So I don't believe my answer is biased, but I wouldn't be surprised if Crawford won. He's really good at like loading the data and adapting to the adversity, and he does got a longer reach, and they're around the same height. I think Spence might got an inch on him, but that's the biggest fight in boxing, in my opinion. It's going to be very interesting. There's another young guy, and he could be as good as both of them, maybe even better. Jaron Ennis, y'all got to check him out. The lockdowns here in Ontario are bullshit, man. They're so bad. After COVID, where's the first trip you want to take? That's a good. I'm not sure. Maybe I'd like to go to Florida. I got a lot of family in Florida. I was actually going to book a trip. I was supposed to take off tomorrow, but it's a long story, man. So I'm not going to go. But That's funny. So this guy, Simply Deep, asked another question. In the same scenario situation I've mentioned earlier, would it be more embarrassing to get caught in the act with just your pants down or caught in the act with nothing on it, and why? Uh, Again, like if I was single, it wouldn't be embarrassing to me. I wouldn't care at all. But if I was an infidel and I got caught on camera and was exposed, I would just be embarrassed in general. It wouldn't matter how it wouldn't, even if it was just like a message, like a screenshot, I'd be just as embarrassed. Who do you think could win between Sean Roden and Hadi in 2015? I think Sean Roden. How do you balance between bodybuilding and social life? Well, man, I got myself a PS5. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I mean, with COVID and shit, we're not really supposed to be chilling with people anyways. Not that I listen, but I just chill, man. I watch Netflix. You know, I smoke some weed sometimes. Excuse me. Feed the burp. And yeah, just game. I don't know. I have housemates like upstairs. I got one of my buddies on that side upstairs. I got another buddy. So if I ever want to like hang out if I'm bored, I see them, see my girl sometimes. So I don't know. I'm good, but I'm not really that social. I usually prefer to be alone. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you for joining me in this live. This is my first live, and for the next one, maybe I'll plan it on my Instagram, and maybe I'll put up a post here on YouTube as well, so that everybody knows when it's going to happen, so we could do a nice little Q&A on here. All right. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. And thanks for tuning in. And if you happen to watch this afterwards, hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Share with a friend. It's a fun convo. And whatever topics you guys want to see me hit next, comment down below and we'll get right to it. All right. Peace out, y'all.